When you look at a person in that state, memories are always gonna flood back at you. So when I was looking at my grandma in that last stage of her life and her slowly losing her abilities, I noticed and I remembered a lot of things that I would do with her in the past when I was a kid. And when you flash forward to now and then you see her not being able to do the things that she used to do when I was younger, it makes you think about your perspective on things, because sometimes we take life for granted and we don't realize that at one point it's gonna slowly take things away from us as we get older.
At first, we were excited because she was here. We hadn't seen her in a while. And it was nice to have her and just be with her and spend time with her and talk with her, take care of her. I think after the first, maybe after the first couple weeks, I started to see that, it's a lot more work than I thought. She needs a lot of attention, and then at night she would wake up a lot and I wouldn't be able to rest. I had to always be up because I wasn't working, and it just interfered with my sleep and interfered with my personal life too, because I knew that she was my responsibility now. And sometimes I wanted to do things, but I had to stop first and think about her.
I feel like sometimes she felt like she was a bother for us. Like maybe she felt like maybe she was taking too much of our time to take care of her. And she, I felt like she just felt like there was days that she felt like maybe that she was just a bother. Like we didn't want to, she just didn't want to bother us with her, changing her diaper, giving her the pills. She just felt like maybe it was too much for us to do for her. She looked tired. She was just tired. She wanted to just not suffer anymore, not be in pain. I felt like she was happy to be around us, but then it's the pain she had. I felt like she just wanted to not be here because she was tired of feeling pain. And she only knew how she was feeling, so we really didn't know really what she really felt. It was her feeling the pain, not us. So
she would say that she was dying. And she'd say, pray to God to take me already. Just that she wanted to go. She would just say, I want to die, I want to go already. She didn't want to be here no more.
I would see a woman that lived a full life, and I may not know what it was that she went through, but you could see it in her eyes, you could see it in the detail in her face that she lived a full life. And I would think about me, and I'm barely beginning mine. I'm barely about to embark on my own. So when I would look at her, that's what I would notice a lot. Even though I never really understood what she went through, I felt like I kind of knew in some way. Just, I don't know what it was. I did notice that she became more accepting of death. And I thought that was really powerful, because as a young person, death is something that I fear. But she was ready. She was accepting of it because she lived a full life already, and she felt like she was ready to go. And I thought that was interesting, because you see how your perspective on life changes with age, and that's what happened to her. And I think that's gonna happen to everyone. If we reach that stage, our perspective on life is going to change, and it's gonna feel okay to us.
Oh, she was very caring mom. She would always worry about us. She was always on top of what we did. She'd do everything for us. She would take care of us.
She loved going to church, and she was always involved in church, and she would always try to get us to go into everything with church retreats, groups, anything that had to do with church.
She would walk from our home to the church. She would do that mostly every morning. That was her thing. She was always hanging in there. She had a lot of surgeries, but she hanged in there. She was really strong-minded person. I guess her faith helped her be who she was.
We were worried about her, and I was still worried about her. I still wanted to see her whenever I could. I mean, we could just see her through the gate, but when I would see her, she wasn't looking good. Each time I went, she was looking worse and worse. The nursing home made it very difficult for us to go visit. We have to make an appointment. And when we would call, sometimes the phones were busy, they couldn't get to her. We'd have to have them call us back, and sometimes they wouldn't. And then, outside the gate, it was just, 15 minutes. It's very brief, and then she had to go. She looked so much thinner, very depressed. She couldn't even look at you, she would just cry a lot. One time she said, "I want to go with my dad." It was hard. Hard seeing her deteriorate like that.
Well, I was actually there when they told me she wouldn't make it through the night. I was there with her. I hugged her and I held her and I told her thank you for being a great mom and for being a good grandmother to her grandkids, and that she was the best, and that I loved her and I was gonna miss her. I miss her, the way she looks at you. I miss her smile. I miss talking to her, having conversations with her. Didn't matter if it had to be about the kids or the religious program that would be on TV, but I miss seeing her.
Vamos a verlo ahí. Fíjate lo que dice la canción.
¿Qué dice?
Nomás un puño de tierra.
Oh, sí, es lo que les digo a mis hijos. Cuando me muera, pónganme la Ramona Ayala, un puño de tierra. Es todo lo que quedó.
Un puño de tierra nos vamos a llevar.
Es todo, se lleva.
Contamos con Jorge ahí parados el día que las sepultamos aquí. Dije, mira nomás, papá, lo que nos vamos a llevar, un puño de tierra. Así,
Sí.
así es. Porque ellas están allá, pero el espíritu está vivo. El espíritu de uno está vivo. Ella no gasta que porque el cuerpo está muerto. Sí.
Es solo si se fue con algo que no la dejó.
No.
Ella se fue tranquila.
Sí, pero su espíritu ese nunca muere. Siempre anda contigo. Por eso dicen que por eso esos sueños que sueñas es el espíritu de la persona.
Pues sí, es que es la persona.
Sí, no, el cuerpo se muere, está muerto, el espíritu no. Ese está vivo.